Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to discuss the latest shakeup of the Star Wars slate. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. The Skywalker saga has finished, we're waiting on anything for The Mandalorian Season 2, The Bad Batch has announced, and yet it seems like we have a million Disney Plus shows in development, while we have heard nothing of theatrical releases. Well, we finally hear something about theatrical releases, and it's not good news. So, we're going to take a look at this Variety article. I'm only going to read the important parts that talk about Star Wars, so let's take a look at this, and then I will explain what all of this means and how it impacts the rest of the Star Wars film and TV slate. Disney announced major changes to the studio's release calendar. Most notably, the epic shakeup of film debuts involves delaying its Star Wars movies and sequels by a year. The studio still plans to dominate moviegoing around the holidays when theaters are hopefully able to reopen. Each year between 2022 and 2028, Disney will release a new Star Wars adventure follow-up. Meanwhile, a trio of Star Wars movies will debut around Christmas every other year, starting in 2023. The first of 3 films will launch on December 22nd, 2023, and 2 follow-ups will hit theaters December 19th, 2025, and December 17th, 2027. The studio has kept its cards close to its chest about what those films will entail. If you follow this channel, however, you will know that we expect this to be about the High Republic. Continuing on, in the past few months, Disney has mixed up its entire slate. As it still stands, Marvel's Black Widow is set for November 6, 2020, Pixar's animated Soul will launch on November 20th, 2020. However, it's highly likely that release dates for any movie from any studio will remain fluid for the foreseeable future. There's still no sense of when cinemas in New York City, Los Angeles, 2 of the biggest movie-going markets in the country, will be able to reopen. Overseas, however, could be a saving grace for the exhibition community, since multiplexes in other parts of the world have been more successful in their plans to safely reopen. So, you may be thinking, big deal, they moved Star Wars back 1 year. Well, what does this mean for the rest of everything? So, first of all, this means that what I expect these films to be about the High Republic, considering it's a book campaign that they literally published a legitimate trailer for, I expect that's now been pushed back. So now, instead of 2022, we gotta wait till at least 2023 to get the next Star Wars film. And as this article makes note to point out, the movie schedules release dates for any of these studios will remain fluid for the foreseeable future, meaning it could be pushed back even farther. So the bad news is now everything, literally everything, is behind schedule. So this includes The Bad Batch, this includes Kenobi, this includes Cassian, this includes The Mandalorian Season 3 probably at this point. Now that will be affected. We already know that Kenobi and Cassian have already been pushed back and swapped in terms of their premiere dates already once. So it could happen another one at this point, meaning the development of movies gets pushed back as a result of these getting pushed back. Obviously, Disney likes to shoot at Pinewood, Star Wars likes to shoot at Pinewood, that's in the UK. However, now at this point, with the film being pushed back, Kenobi and Cassian are now going to have to both start filming at this point. What I'm hearing is staggered. So they're going to be working at the same time, both at Pinewood, and they're going to be using the same crew for both shows, which means they're going to have to do double the work in the same amount of time. So this is going to have to either be rushed, or they're going to have to take their time and push it back even further, which at this point would not surprise me since they just announced that they're going to be pushing the films back. So now, it's unclear if this will impact the 2025 release date, which we know at this point was supposed to be 2024, as it was going to be every other year we were going to get a Star Wars movie. So now we're getting, instead of 2022, 24, and 26, it's 2023, 2025, and 2027. The one decent thing that comes out of this is all 3 of these films will now be targeted towards that Christmas audience, which I think a lot of us have gotten accustomed to going to see a Star Wars film around that time of the year, with the exception being Solo, which debuted as a summer film. But however, this does impact drastically the Star Wars film schedule, especially for the Cassian and the Kenobi stuff, which Kenobi's already been pushed back a year, and now the shooting for it has been pushed back until the beginning of next year. And if Cassian and Kenobi really are doing the same thing, where they're having both shows use the same cast, this is going to require a lot of work for both of these people. So it could mean that they're going to be shooting at the same time, or it could mean that they're just going to be using the same crew at the same time to save costs. I really hope it's the latter, and that their Cassian show is going to be filming first, and then the same crew will be doing the Kenobi show. So it all depends on when the writing is done and when they're both greenlit to actually start filming. But as of now, this is not exactly good news for those of us who are wanting to see that new Star Wars content. The only thing that's least likely to be affected is anything animated as the Bad Batch, because you can always have individuals record their lines at home. You can always send it through an email or through some server, and the animation team can be working, which we already know that they've had a lead time on that already, according to Sam Witwer. So let me know what you guys think about this Star Wars news. I'm pretty bummed about it, honestly. I was really hoping to go see a Star Wars movie in 2022. I already didn't like the fact that we had to wait 2 years, and now we have to wait another one. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you, and the Force be with you always.